If you grew up in a home with financial insecurity, how did that impact your experience of the holidays, both the creativity and excitement and the fear and anxiety? I know I experienced both. Our family grew up with a lot of financial insecurity for a lot of reasons, including mental illness and my parents. But my mom worked so hard to create traditions and rituals, and there were so many wonderful things. But one of the things that always made me so anxious was that she waited until Christmas Eve to get the Christmas tree because she could go after the tree places closed and get it for free. The tree was so important, part of our tradition, decorating it Christmas Eve. But waiting until Christmas Eve made me so anxious as a kid, and I was such a rule follower, and I would just be in terror that they were not going to be able to get a tree, or someone was going to stop them, or they were going to get in trouble. So I'd be at home waiting till my mom and my two little brothers got back, dragging that tree, usually a really big one that was left on the lot. And then we could go on and celebrate by decorating the tree. Now, there were also very specific traditions to decorating the tree, and most people will tell you each family has their own way of doing things. But when I was a kid, my favorite part was the last, which was the tinsels, the icicle-y things. Those just made it for me. I mean, I don't have them on my tree now, and they're- anyway, when I was a kid, that was it, and we had to have them. And one year we didn't. I don't know whether my mom didn't have the money for them, or didn't have the time, or was too depressed to shop for them. I don't know what the story was, but we didn't have them, and I lost my shit. I don't know how old I was, maybe 10, certainly too old to be having that kind of a meltdown, but I did, and I could still feel it in my heart. It was so Having that tradition was so important to a feeling of safety in a time that did not feel safe all the time. So my mom, bless her, she sat with me while we cut tinfoil into thin strips to be tinsel, to be icicles. Can you imagine? I know that wasn't really ideal for helping me tolerate my distress and helping me learn I could get through those things. But it was Christmas Eve. I'm sure she was exhausted, and she just needed to get this screaming 10-year-old back under control, because I was usually the one who helped pull everything together. That was my job in this family system, and, one that mixed bag, good and bad. But anyway, the cost was there were moments when I completely fell apart, when everything didn't go as expected. So I'd love to hear your stories of the creativity and the celebrations and the fear and the worry, because I know there was all of that. Here's my tree. Whoops, there we go. No icicles. Obtained 2 weeks before Christmas for safety. Merry Christmas. Happy celebrations of however you are celebrating lights and joy and connection this season. And if you're not, that's okay too. Be safe, be free, be well, and know that there are always people you can reach out to.